All right, everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Stick and Hack Reacts. I'm your host, Adam Grubb from Stick and Hack. That's Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio in New York, and this, host of the Pro Show, by the way. And this is the first episode of 2022. We took a couple-week break, much like the PGA did, and now we are back to react to the PGA and LPGA and all things golf, as we typically are here at noon on Monday. It's January the 10th. My God, it's already the 10th of the month. January 10th, 2022, first episode. Keith. We've got a couple big reactions to get to. The first and foremost is the PGA over the weekend. Back in action in a very weird, odd, fun, cool tournament called the Century Tournament of Champions. You had to win last year to be in, if I have that right. If you won a tournament last year, you're in this Tournament of Champions for 2022. So far, how am I doing?
Or a gold medal. Yes, but yes.
Perfect.
You've got the requirements down.
Or a gold medal.
That's it.
So a tournament or a gold medal, and then you can be in the tournament. All right. So you're Matt Jones. All right. You won last year. You're a up and coming golfer, not a household name. No. You shoot 32 under for the weekend. Or for the tournament, 32 under collectively for the tournament, 32 under par, and you're third. Hey, Matt, how'd you do over the weekend? Oh, I shot 32 under at the tournament. Oh my God, how much did you beat everybody? Well, I was third place.
Hang on.
Wait, what?
Adam.
Third place.
Adam, he shot 62-61 over the weekend. You're not far off. He was 23 under for just Saturday and Sunday, but you're rolling. Keep going.
Matt, how was the weekend? Oh, I played the best golf I've ever played in my life. I broke record after record, personal best after personal best. Oh, did you win? Did you win a whole bunch of money? No, I got third. Wait, what? Who'd you get beat by? I got beat by Jon Rahm, who actually was second. And then I got beat by Cam Smith, who was first, minus 34, minus 33. First and second place, the Century Tournament of Champions. Obviously, you know where I'm reacting, where I'm at with this thing. My God. What course were they playing? Number one. And number two, was the superintendent immediately fired?
Hey, I mean, go easy. I'm going to give these types of tournaments a big thumbs up. I always do. The scoring was exciting. The competition, everything, it was electric. I mean, if you want a funny storyline, JT shoots the course record, 61 on Saturday. It lasted an hour before he was tied. Okay? And then he was tied again on Sunday by Matt Jones. It's par 73. That's 12 under for one round. I think there was 9 rounds of 64 or better. So 64 is 9 under. And out of a field of just 38 guys, Adam, 9 guys shot 64 or better. Cam Smith, your winner, did it twice in a row. He did it on Friday and Saturday. It's
unbelievable, Keith.
It's a lot of fun. They had no trade wins. They had very little speed on the greens. They were soft. They had a lot of rain leading up to the tournament, so scoring conditions were primed. And you have to realize something, and this is where I think people really struggle with golf. And then when they see these low scores, these guys are, and gals, really, it doesn't matter what tour you're on, they are so good that I don't think that you can understand it unless you really start to pay attention to what they're doing. Their proximity to the hole, the number of putts that they make. I mean, Cam Smith hit 86% of his greens, and he averaged, of those, 1.5 putts per green. Think about that, right? That's the only way you get to 34 under. You just got to marvel at it. I think it's pretty cool.
All right, so let's go through a couple of those things, because in the early tee, which is our daily email at Stick and Hack, the early tee last week had a story about the top 9-hole scores of all time, and Rory Sabatini having one of those records of the lowest 9 in a PGA tournament play. It sounds as if that great story that we uncovered and those long-standing records were probably cut over the weekend by this tournament, which I'm just now realizing looks like our reporting is now all of a sudden stale, because just from 4 days when that thing posted, it is now different. It is unbelievable golf, and we always joke. And there are some Puritans that are like, hey, these scores are too low. This isn't fun to watch. I disagree. Obviously, I'm having fun. The superintendent was like, my God, I set that up perfectly for everyone, didn't I? Yeah. Look at the show I just put on. It is fun to watch that type of golf, and you get your your issues with the U.S. Open and some of those others where they make the courses much tougher. But this is what you pay for. This is what you want in your superstars. You want those scores. But minus 34, minus 33, minus 32. And Cam Smith, who shot 34, he only won by 1. Imagine that storyline coming in saying, hey, I shot 34. The same thing. How much did you win by? Was that the largest win streak in the history or win margin in the history of PGA? No, I won by 1. One birdie separated Cam Smith and Jon Rahm, the number 1 player in the world.
It comes down to the last hole. 72 holes in, the last green, the par 5, right? And Cam Smith has to make birdie because Jon Rahm made birdie just to win by 1. I mean, what better theater could you want? And I mean, you got to give Cam Smith all the credit in the world. For 3 straight days, Jon Rahm was on his toes, right? Or I guess his heels. Sorry, strike that, right? So it's unbelievable what this kid did. Number 1 in driving, number 1 in putting, number 1 in strokes gained total. It was just awesome. It was awesome to watch. A lot of fun.
And you know this, Keith. After a year of Reacts and a year with me, you know that I'm not a fan of the golf never-ending golf, and that there's got to be some sort of break. There's got to be some sort of the wraparound season, and then these fun little kitschy tournaments. And is it all a money grab? Is it all for TV rights? And we all know the answer. Of course it is, right? However, when you get something like this over the weekend, it does remind me that, okay, it looked like a lot of fun. It looked like the guys were having a lot of fun out there. And from a viewing perspective, it was incredible. Now, I wasn't able to watch literally any of it, Keith, because I was watching women's volleyball, girls volleyball, both Saturday and Sunday. In fact, I was at the one spot in America that doesn't have any cell phone service watching volleyball. So I had no idea what was happening yesterday. And when I got back to the home office last night and realized what had happened and what had transpired through the day, I felt like I'd missed something. Typically in tournaments, I'm like, oh, okay, so I didn't see that. Big deal. I felt like I missed something here because that looked like incredible, incredible golf. And if you went through the stats, I bet you there's 100 different records that were either tied, broken, made for the first time. Something happened over the weekend in succinct fashion with some of those golfers. And you look at just the story that you said about JT with the course record, right? Yeah. Course record. Hey, course record, round for everybody. Oh, never mind. Just got broke 5 seconds ago.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a bonus react.
Yeah.
On watching golf this weekend. Big thumbs down. Adam, they're in Hawaii. They're 6 hours behind. There was no volleyball game at 9 o'clock at night. You could have turned the thing on. Come on, bud. Come on. So,
excellent point.
As a precursor for the Sony Open.
That's not a react. That's not a react. That's a slam.
Right? As a precursor. Well, you know what? I mean, it's 2022, right? We gotta up our game here. Sony Open's coming this week. All right. I want you to set your clock back 6 hours. All right. And then
I'll miss every meeting of that day.
Those aren't important. The Sony Open's what's important. Okay. Just a hint.
All right,
just throwing it that way. All right, on to the next. What do you got for me?
We're moving on. Reaction number 2. The LPGA doesn't start for a couple more weeks here, but the LPGA is making waves and making news in a big way. They had 2 pretty big storylines that came out late last week. Number 1 would be the purse for one of the tournaments, and I want you to explain it because obviously as I get in this lead in, I realize quickly my denseness here and how little I know about this story. There was exciting news in the LPGA that for the first time ever, the equity in pay between women and men is getting closer and closer. Keith, the story and your reaction.
All right, big thumbs up for the LPGA 2 weeks before they start the season. I'm pumped this week. My guest this week on the Pro Show this Friday is their new commissioner, Molly Marcoux-Samaan. It's going to be a big week for the LPGA. I'm psyched for them. And here's the easiest reason why, Adam. The U.S. Women's Open, the USGA came out on Friday afternoon, and they made a big announcement. They said that they're going to increase the purse to $10 million. Okay? Now, you have a couple questions, because usually you're clueless. The first one was, in 2021, the purse for that event was $5.5 million. It's now $10 million. But even more significant was that the men's purse at Torrey Pines, where Jon Rahm won, was $12 million. And now the women's is 10. So, I mean, when you start to talk about equity in professional women's sports, golf is definitely leading the way, and the USGA and Mike Wan and all that he did for 11 years as the LPGA commissioner is just now carrying on to his new role. I think it's super cool. They announced a number of different venues that are historic, like Riviera, Pebble Beach, Pinehurst. They're going to do another twofer where they do back-to-back weeks where the men's and the ladies' U.S. Open are at the same venue. They did that once before. I mean, all sorts of cool things. They're going to raise the purse again up to $12 million by 2026. I mean, these types of announcements lead us down a road where you and I don't have an opportunity to complain about television coverage anymore when it comes to the LPGA, because sponsors will get on board with this level of attention and money and the athleticism that the ladies are showing. Now, here for me personally, this is the biggest story that came out of last week. I mean, that thing that the USGA said is a natural progression, but another domino had to fall when it comes to the LPGA and growing their fan base. And that is in the betting arena. They have signed a deal with a company called IMG Arena. They're London-based. It's not important. What is important is that they have a similar deal to what the PGA Tour has with the same company, and they are a statistics managing company. And they provide data to all the betting companies so that people can get more engaged and engrossed in live betting with the PGA Tour. Well, now the LPGA Tour is going down that same road, which tells us that, you know, the average fan's going to be able to, you know, totally get locked in on the ladies when it comes to a betting sense, but not only just that, a statistical and analysis point of view. So, you know, congratulations to the LPGA. Huge week last week, and in 2 weeks they start down in Florida. Can't wait for it. I'm psyched for it. Two big thumbs up. There you go. There's your update.
Outstanding. Thank you. And that is that's not shocking. It's a little surprising. But it's very, very exciting, all in the same breath. And you know, I will counter that we can still complain about and react to the lack of TV coverage, because what the hell else are we going to talk about at that point? But it is great news for the LPGA and great news for those that follow women's golf. There is, and we talk about this every week in some fashion. And there's not a lot of outlets to talk about the LPGA in the same fervor that we do, which is things are happening, things are exciting, and the level of play is unbelievable. But now on the business side, they're starting to get the recognition that they deserve. So it's fantastic.
It's cool.
All right, let's move on to number 3 then, Keith, as we wrap up the first edition here of Stick and Hack Reacts for 2022. And that is, what is your reaction to the year ahead for this show specifically for 2022 Stick and Hack Reacts? Keith Stewart, Adam Grubb. What is your reaction and your hope for this season's shows?
Ooh, reaction and hope. That's an interesting dynamic there.
No, that's what I am.
My reaction is that, wow, geez, this is a tough one on the spot. All right, here we go. Ready? My reaction is that every number, whether it's the LPGA, PGA Tour champions, golf in general, amateur golf, engagement numbers in the fan base and the popularity of golf is going to continue to go up, just like your handicap. All right, that's my reaction to 2022. Now, my hope is that you will start to listen to me more often and you'll be able to lower that handicap. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, at one point, I guess the Red Sox won and so did the Cubs. So, I mean, there's a chance for everything. But my fingers aren't necessarily crossed on that one. So
it's derailed quickly. My hope was that we become better friends, but that's obviously already in the sidecar, as it were, as we head down the track. Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio and host of the Pro Show every Friday. Find it where you find your podcast as well. If you're in the New York, New Jersey area, you can listen to it on ESPN Radio, and as well as creator of Read the Line, which is a new newsletter specifically designed for betting. Read the Line, Keith Stewart. I'm Adam Grubb with Stick and Hack. I can go through the 20 things that we do at Stick and Hack, but you're already bored, I'm sure, by the self-promotion. So I'll stop. Just go to stickandhack.com. You can learn everything you need to learn. This is Stick and Hack Reacts for January 10th, 2022. Keith Stewart, Adam Grubb. You take care of yourselves and each other, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Hey, Adam. First Reacts lunch of the year. Make it count, man.